Relationships are complex, and their dynamics can change over time. Sometimes, women may lose interest in the men they were once captivated by. This is not a sudden or intentional shift, but rather the natural result of a relationship wearing down. The reasons can vary: boredom, attraction to someone else, unresolved conflicts, or simply the everyday struggles of life. These changes don't happen overnight. They often manifest through subtle behaviors and attitudes that signal a woman's decreasing interest or attraction. While many women unconsciously exhibit these signals, not all men are attuned to them. Some remain in relationships where they are no longer genuinely wanted. This isn't necessarily due to a lack of intelligence or awareness. Sometimes, men fail to notice these shifts out of ignorance, but more often, it's because they're deeply invested in the relationship. Whether due to love, infatuation, or a fear of letting go, they find it difficult to accept that their partner's feelings have changed. Understanding these changes is vital. A healthy relationship thrives on mutual respect, love, and effort. When one partner's feelings shift, it's essential to recognize the signs and address the situation openly. However, recognizing these signs isn't always easy, as they can be subtle or even masked by other behaviors. Below, we'll delve deeper into the behaviors and attitudes that may indicate a woman's declining interest, as well as the importance of self-awareness and growth in navigating such situations. One of the clearest indications of disinterest is when a woman constantly tries to control every aspect of the relationship. Relationships should be partnerships, where both individuals share responsibilities and decisions equally. If a woman begins to assert dominance excessively, dictating how things should be done and dismissing your input, it could signal a shift in her respect or feelings toward you. While some control might stem from personality traits or past experiences, a persistent imbalance can erode the foundation of the relationship. In such cases, open communication is crucial to restore balance, but if the pattern persists, it may be time to evaluate whether the relationship aligns with your values and needs. Another sign is when she repeatedly makes you feel guilty, especially during conflicts. Healthy relationships involve mutual accountability, where both partners are willing to admit their mistakes and work through challenges together. If you find yourself being blamed for every issue, regardless of the circumstances, it's a red flag. Guilt can be a powerful tool for manipulation, and if used frequently, it can create an unhealthy dynamic where one partner feels perpetually at fault. This kind of behavior often stems from deeper issues, such as insecurity or dissatisfaction, but it's not something that should be ignored or tolerated long-term. Infidelity, though a difficult topic, is another clear indicator that a relationship has veered off course. Trust is the cornerstone of any meaningful connection, and once broken, it's incredibly challenging to rebuild. If a woman has been unfaithful, it's essential to consider the broader context of the relationship. Was there a lack of communication, unmet needs, or unresolved tension? While every situation is unique, a breach of trust often signifies deeper incompatibilities. In such instances, walking away with grace and dignity can be the healthiest choice for both parties. Self-centeredness is another behavior that can erode a relationship. While it's natural for individuals to have moments where they focus on themselves, a consistent lack of interest in your thoughts, feelings, or experiences indicates a lack of emotional investment. If a woman only talks about herself, dismisses your attempts to share, or fails to show genuine curiosity about your life, it's a sign that the emotional connection may be weakening. Relationships thrive on mutual care and understanding, and when that balance is lost, it can leave one partner feeling unseen and undervalued. Criticism, especially when frequent and unbalanced, is another behavior to watch for. In a loving relationship, partners uplift and support one another, celebrating strengths and encouraging growth. If a woman begins to focus solely on your flaws, highlighting your shortcomings without offering constructive feedback or encouragement, it can diminish your self-esteem and strain the relationship. This behavior often reflects a deeper dissatisfaction, either with the relationship or other aspects of her life. While occasional criticism is normal, a consistent pattern should prompt reflection on whether the relationship is fostering positivity and growth for both partners. Another revealing behavior is when a woman frequently discusses her exes or past relationships. While it's natural to reference the past occasionally, consistent comparisons or reminiscences suggest that she hasn't fully moved on. This can create an emotional barrier in the relationship, preventing her from fully committing to the present. If you notice this behavior, It's important to have an open and honest conversation about her feelings and whether she's ready to invest in the current relationship. A lack of time and effort is another clear indicator of disinterest. While everyone has busy periods, a pattern of declining availability, such as consistently cancelling plans, avoiding quality time, or showing little enthusiasm for shared activities, speaks volumes about her priorities. Relationships require effort from both sides, and when one partner stops making time for the other, it's a sign that their interest or commitment may be waning. Dramatic behavior, including excessive jealousy or overreacting to minor issues, can also signal underlying problems. While some level of drama is normal in any relationship, constant conflict and emotional volatility can indicate deeper dissatisfaction. This kind of behavior often stems from insecurity or unresolved issues, but if it becomes a recurring pattern, it can create a toxic dynamic that's harmful to both partners. Comparisons to other men, whether exes, friends, or even strangers, can be deeply hurtful and revealing. When a woman frequently compares you to others, it suggests that she may be evaluating you against an unrealistic or idealized standard. This behavior not only undermines your confidence, but also indicates that she may not fully appreciate or value you for who you are. A partner who genuinely cares for you will focus on your unique qualities and celebrate your individuality. Lastly, a noticeable change in communication patterns, such as delayed responses or a lack of engagement in conversations, can be a sign of disinterest. While occasional delays are normal, a consistent lack of responsiveness or enthusiasm in communication suggests that the emotional connection may be fading. Healthy communication is the lifeline of any relationship, and when it diminishes, it's important to address the underlying reasons. In summary, recognizing these behaviors is not about placing blame or labeling someone as bad. Relationships are complex, and people's feelings and actions are often influenced by a myriad of factors. However, it's crucial to be aware of these signs and to prioritize your own emotional well-being. If you notice a pattern of disinterest or disrespect, it's an opportunity to reflect on the relationship, have open conversations, and consider whether it's truly serving both partners' needs. At the heart of every relationship is the need for mutual respect, love, and effort. When these elements are compromised, it's important to address the situation with honesty and compassion. While letting go of a relationship can be challenging, it's often the first step toward finding a connection that aligns with your values and aspirations. Remember, your personal growth and happiness should always remain a priority. Navigating these situations can be emotionally taxing, but they also offer an opportunity for personal growth and self-discovery. When faced with a relationship where disinterest or unhealthy patterns have taken root, it's vital to approach the matter with maturity and self-awareness. The realization that someone you care about may no longer feel the same way is painful, but it's also a chance to reflect on your own needs and desires in a partnership. In many cases, people hold on to relationships out of fear of loneliness, fear of starting over, or fear of failure. However, staying in a connection that no longer serves you can be more damaging in the long run. It's important to remember that a healthy relationship should add to your life, not detract from it. If you find yourself consistently feeling undervalued, overlooked, or emotionally drained, it may be time to step back and consider what you truly want in a partner and a relationship. Letting go doesn't mean you failed. It means you've recognized that the dynamic no longer aligns with your values or goals. Walking away with dignity and kindness can pave the way for both you and your partner to find relationships that are more fulfilling and aligned with your individual paths. Ending a relationship doesn't erase the good memories or negate the love you once shared. It simply acknowledges that the chapter has come to a natural close. During this process, it's essential to prioritize self-care. Surround yourself with supportive friends and family, engage in activities that bring you joy, and take time to rediscover who you are outside of the relationship. Use this time to set personal goals, develop new hobbies, and build your confidence. Growth often comes from moments of discomfort, and the end of a relationship can be the catalyst for incredible transformation. Additionally, communication plays a critical role in these situations. If you notice signs of disinterest or behavioral changes, don't hesitate to have an honest conversation with your partner. Sometimes, misunderstandings or external stressors can influence behavior, and a candid discussion can bring clarity and understanding. However, if the issues persist despite your efforts to address them, it's a sign that the relationship may no longer be salvageable. One of the most empowering realizations you can have is understanding that your worth is not determined by someone else's feelings or actions. You deserve a relationship where you feel valued, respected, and loved for who you are. Settling for anything less is a disservice to yourself and your potential for happiness. When you choose to walk away from a relationship that no longer fulfills you, you open yourself up to new possibilities. You create space for connections that are more aligned with your needs and desires. You allow yourself the freedom to grow, heal, and find a partner who truly complements your journey. Above all, remember that love should feel like a partnership, not a battlefield. It should bring you peace, not constant doubt. Trust your instincts and listen to your inner voice. It will guide you toward what's best for you, even when the path feels uncertain. In the end, the goal isn't to hold on to someone who no longer wants to stay. It's to build a life that is rich, fulfilling, and full of love, both for yourself and for those who genuinely care for you. Letting go can be one of the hardest things to do, but it's also one of the bravest. And in that bravery, you'll find the strength to create a life that aligns with your highest potential.